Hi, this is Heather with Stamps Paper Love. I have a scrapbooking process video for you that I hope inspires you to tell your own stories. If you're interested in more scrapbooking inspiration, be sure to subscribe to my channel and follow the links in the video description to find me on Instagram and Facebook. Okay, so I am using the Renewal collection from Traci Reed Designs in this layout, and I'm speed stamping right now. Uh, so I decided to do this layout with the 3 strips of paper behind the photo, and I just used kind of some solid colors from the collection, and then I decided I wanted some pattern on each of them, and the well, I use Traveler's Notebook paper is where this comes from in the kit. So the one paper at the bottom has kind of a grid design on it, and then I just added some stamping to the other 2 that were solid pieces just to give it a little bit more interest. And I'm just randomly going to town with these little circles. Then I ink up the edges of everything using a blue color, kind of a darker blue color that goes with the collection papers. The blue in the middle, that's some thought bubbles, and I end up covering it up. You really can't even tell that that's what it is, but it does give it a little bit of interest just so that it doesn't look like a plain blue sheet of paper. Okay, and the story that I'm scrapbooking here is my daughter and her dog, who for Christmas I was able to get some matching sweatshirts. My dog is constantly cold. She absolutely loves wearing clothes, so she has a handful of sweaters and sweatshirts and things like that, and loves them, and so I got one to match for each of them to wear. And here I'm using a stamp set that you can see I just pulled off one that I had done it, and then I decided I just didn't really like how I had stamped it. There were too many background little hearts, so I redid it. It's a Venn diagram stamp. If you're not super aware of what I do for a living, I teach math, and so when I saw the Venn diagram stamp, I could not resist it. And so I stamped a little Venn diagram and I added some hearts on it, and then I stamped on a couple of pieces from the Traci Reed collection, You and Me and Total Cuteness, and added that for a little embellishment cluster. Then I went to the cards in the collection and found a few cards that I wanted to use. One of them is just a tag that I wrote the journaling on, and then I used a couple. One is from the cards, I think, and then I just used a strip of pattern paper with those little hearts on it from the Traveler's Notebook collection. So just to make a little journaling block, and I had kind of roughed up the edges of the paper and then decided I needed it to stick down a little bit better so this could stick flat. And then I'm just going to add some little embellishment bits, so there's a little rainbow. The colors of this kit went really well with the sweatshirts that I got them. They have kind of a orchid color on them, a blue color on them, and then it's really more of a peachy orangey color than what I used for papers. I used more of the yellows for the papers, but it coordinated pretty well. And then here I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do for a title. And I think I ended up going into my stash and finding some thickers that say Major Heart Eyes because they are pretty adorable in their little matching outfits. So that's what's going on here. I have on the tag added a little bit of purple and white ribbon. It's, I don't know, lilac more than purple. It's a light pastel purple. Yeah, so then I'm just going to put the title on there. I'm just looking at the time on the, like, how long is it going to take me to do this, because I've got like 3 more minutes to this video to go. These voiceovers they're a struggle for me. I am not a super talker. in real life. Generally, I'm pretty few words kind of person. So I'm trying to think of what I do other than add on this title. It looks like probably I just add on a few more of the florals that you can see in that bottom corner of the screen. But that's about it. There's, oh, okay, yeah, this little tab says documented, so I add that on there. And I add a few florals, and then there are these little plus sign kind of shapes that I add on there. And I think after I'm done videoing, I do add a few little enamel hearts. I don't think that is on the video. I'm not even sure if it's in the still shots that I took or if I added that like the next day. Sometimes I'll leave things on my desk and just let it sit for a while and then come back the next day and decide if I'm going to add anything else to it. And I think that might have been what happened, is that I added those enamel dots after it was sitting there for a while. But that's pretty much the layout. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. That heart paper in the background, oh, it's so gorgeous. Everything, every paper in this collection is so gorgeous, and there's lots and lots of different patterns to choose from. Polka dots and stripes, and the yellow has a little heart grid on it that's really pretty. So lots of great things to check out. If you get to it this weekend, it is on sale, so that's exciting. Great collection. I'm super happy to have it to be able to use, and I think I've got another layout that I'm working with later this month, so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good month. And definitely check out the other renewal layouts. There is a YouTube hop that's happening right now as well, so locate that. I'll try to maybe I'll put a link in there. I'm not great at my descriptions yet either. I gotta figure out what I want added in there. Anyhow, here are the stills and the journaling and the full layout, and I appreciate you watching. Thank you.